Well, hello once again. It's your friend Gunnar Nelson from Nashville, Tennessee, live from my studio with my good news of the day. If you're a new visitor, thank you so much for joining us. Please smash that like button, add us to your emails, and we want to be a part of your life, a continued part of positivity in your life. And if you're a frequent flyer, thanks again for joining us. Hope you had a great day yesterday, everybody. And I'm going to get right to it with something that I'm going to suggest, especially during these lockdown times that we find ourselves in, where unfortunately we seem to have far more time on our hands than we know what to do with. I'll get into ways to occupy that time, which I have felt have been positive for me anyways, from working out to catching up on my reading. We'll do that later. Today, here's what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about the concept of learning through YouTube and how important that is and how beneficial that can be. Now, man, I'm old. What can I say? Back in my day when I was a kid, man, I'm going way, way back. When I was in school and you wanted to learn something, you had to go to a library. You had to use the Dewey Decimal System. High tech was microfilm and microfiche. It was crazy. You didn't have any such thing as like easy answers. And if you wanted to learn a new skill, you had to go to school to learn how to do it, a special school to learn how to do it. And 3 days ago, I was faced with a challenge. I've got a house here in Nashville that's got 3 HVAC units, that's heating and air conditioning units, that take care of the whole house, that keep it comfortable. Now here in Nashville right now, we're actually coming out of winter. It is super cold. This seems to be like the coldest period of time in Nashville is January going into February, and 2 of my 3 units that control the entire house went down for the count. Okay, one stopped working altogether and the other was just blowing cold air. And it was cold, cats. I mean, we're talking like 18 degrees outside. And this house has a lot of windows. And boy, the kids were getting super uncomfortable. I know I was. And I'm a freaking Swede, so cold doesn't bother me at all. But it was really, you could see your breath in the house. And I was like, okay, man, what am I going to do with this whole thing? I called the normal contractor that I had. They came out and they assessed it. And I was bummed out because instantly they said, you need 2 new units. It's going to be like $10,000. And, you know, look, this is COVID. We haven't been touring and you know, don't have the money to do that. So what did we do? And look, I don't know. I mean, I'm a good handyman and stuff, but I don't know anything about HVAC units. And just in desperation, I did what I do when I have like a scrap metal date and I need to learn a particular song. When I do that, I go up onto YouTube. I put guitar lesson and then the name of the song I need to learn, and someone out there for free has done a guitar lesson for that particular song. I did the same thing just on a whim for heating and air conditioning fixing. And, you know, sure enough, I pulled up these tutorials and I went outside and I worked on these units enough to know that those guys, the professionals that came out and gave me that incredible bid, you know, it's like, dude, I don't want to buy a car. I just want to fix my air conditioning units and my heating units. I learned what I needed to know to call an honest person to come over. And when all was said and done, it was a couple of $100, both in the parts that I sourced myself and ordered myself, and just in the labor for this professional to come and install everything. I narrowed it down and knew exactly what it was by a process of elimination, thanks to that YouTube video, of what was actually wrong with my units. And I didn't need new units. I just needed like these little tiny parts. One in particular was so annoying. It was a $40 part and that fixed the entire thing. You know, the other one was a $100 circuit board. Not a big deal, but I knew what it was because I watched this video. So I just want to point out to you that having access to that kind of information, which you all have out there for anything around the house or anything in your life that you're questioning, you can actually go up onto a source like YouTube and type in what it is you want to learn about, and someone is going to be there, chances are, that will show you exactly what you want to know. And in my case, it saved me about $9,500. Is that crazy or what? And it was all for free. The only thing I needed was the desire to learn and then go out there and get that information. All right, it's out there and it's waiting for you. And in these COVID times that we have, these shutdown times, you have no excuse. If there's anything that you've wanted to learn or just know about and you're curious, you know what? take some of your time that you spend every single day just entertaining yourself or TikToking or whatever, which is always fun, and grow and learn. All right, it might just save you a lot of money. All right, on that note, I dare you to do it. All right, and I want you to share your experiences with me. All right, lots of love to you guys. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.